An extremely rare ICP buy signal is flashing for the first time since 2022. If you hold ICP, you're gonna want to see this. Hello and welcome. My name's Jack, and I've been living my childhood dream of travelling full time for 5 years and counting. I make videos that give you investing information that you can actually use to make real money and avoid those horrible losses. Hit subscribe now, and I'll help you stay on the right side of the market consistently over time. Subscribe. In this video, I'm going to be talking about this historic buy signal that nobody else is talking about right now. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how you can actually profit from these moves and lock in those gains. Okay, into the charts we go. So firstly, we're going to get this chart on our screen. So what you're looking for here is you're looking for your altcoin. So this will be ICP USD. Time frame, we're looking here at the monthly time frame. And the interesting thing about this is that most of the really big moves in the market are all predicted on these higher time frames, like the 2-week and the monthly, but nobody looks at them. Everyone's all concentrating on like the 4-hour time frame, the daily time frame, looking for these small moves, but actually the big moves are all visible on the charts of these higher time frames. So but people don't follow it, people don't look at it. So that's why on this channel we look at these higher time frame indicators to give you the accurate signals. Okay, so the time frame is the monthly. The indicator is the stochastic RSI at the bottom here. That's it. And the trigger, guys, the actual trigger signal is when the stochastic RSI has been in the oversold territory and then crosses back above. And you could see there's only 2 times in history that this has actually happened. And this is one is right now, and the other was at the end of 2022, start of 2023. Only 2 times. And if we look at the last time here, the last time this occurred, this was actually an early signal that the bottom was in, and we all remember the huge rally that ended up following off over 500%. And guys, this signal is occurring right now. Now we're still waiting for the actual confirmation, which will occur at the end of this month. But guys, this is a fact on the charts. This is not me hyping you up. This is a simple black and white fact on the charts. The last time the signal occurred, it led to this explosive rally that we had throughout sort of the end of 2023, 2024. And the signal has now occurred. Now obviously there's only 2 data points, so I want to go a little bit further than this. So I brought Ethereum up on the screen to show you what sort of results this signal has had in the past for Ethereum. So let's talk about it. So the first time this occurred was in the early 2019, and from there that had a 330% gain. The next time it happened here, I'm not going to count this signal here because it technically didn't quite make it to oversold, so we're not going to count this signal, although it did lead to an explosive rally. If we go to the next time the signal occurred, then this was in January of 2023, and you could see an explosive rally soon followed. The next time it happened then was here in October of 24, and you can see after that you've seen this massive rally of over 80%. And guys, again, this signal has now occurred, but you can see this signal across the board is a bullish signal, and normally when it occurs, a strong rally soon follows it. You learned something new in this video? Take 1 second right now to hit subscribe so I can help you in the future. So how do you actually make money in these markets and actually keep your profit? Because I think we've all been there before, whereas you've bought an altcoin, you've made a shit ton of money on it, and then the price rejects, and all of a sudden you're going down to zero. So how do you actually prevent this from happening, and how do you make profit and actually keep those gains? That's what I'm going to talk about right now. So the strategy that I use for this, for both crypto and stocks, is that when I believe the price is overextended, overbought, I start DCAing out of my position 5, 10, 15, 20%. Okay? And one way to easily determine this is when you've got your EMA band here, which is basically the EMA 21 and EMA 34. Whenever I see that the price is really, really overextended, it's went too far away from this line, I generally DCA out of my position to buy back on the retest. And you can see, guys, throughout history, whenever the price gets too far away from this EMA band here, it acts like a magnet to it. It always comes back to the EMA band. If we look in the past and when this has happened, let's look at the last sort of trend that we had here. You could see every time it got really overextended, we came right back. Every time we get it overextended, we come right back. And this happens across the board on most assets, unless they're in a really, really strong uptrend. But you can see generally, anytime you move too far away from this EMA band, we always kind of pull back. So what can you do about this? Well, what you can do is whenever you see the chart here, and you see if you see the chart and it looks something like this, that's a good sign for you to be DCN out, taking some risk off the table, 5, 10, 15%, so that you have cash ready to deploy whenever you get that inevitable pullback. And guys, I'm going to stress, it is inevitable. Things will always pull back. It doesn't seem like it whenever you're getting candles like this, but usually when you're getting candles like this, it's probably near the top and people are getting excited, so that means you should be taking a profit, ready to buy back in. And that's exactly what I do in these markets. I sell when we're overbought, when we're overextended from these EMA bands. I rebuy when we're back lower. And that allows me the freedom, guys, to be able to buy up this dip when everyone else is screaming and fearful and depressed because they're losing all their money. I'm sitting here waiting with my capital ready to deploy at these EMA bands here, right? And it's a very simple strategy that you can use. It only has one indicator. When you're too far away to the upside from the EMA band, you sell. When you're back at the EMA band, you buy. Very, very simple, very straightforward. And if you actually do the sort of maths here, like say you sold here and you were rebuying back low, you got yourself an extra 30% more units, you know. If we see the last time, another time as well, from here down to the retest, again, another 27% units. And this is basically what you see across the board. And it's a really, really good strategy that you can use to keep accumulating more units and actually keep your gains, which is so important, guys. But I'm going to leave this video here. It has been a pleasure presenting this to you. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider hitting the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.